up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
It's time to wake up, ladies. Wake up, wake up, wake up for me, yeah. I know y'all been listening to a lot of shit out there, and it's good. But it's time for y'all to listen to the realness. Baby girl, you got my eyes on you. All of my attention is officially now focused on you. You're standing in the mirror, trying on all your underwear. Lying in your bed, imagining me all on you, yeah. Finally getting money than a mother. As I watch you go through every single color. And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on, black panties, yeah. Ladies, if they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what girls may do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night. Back and forth, lick it all night. Have you all just get populated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it. But still you want it, cause I know where your spot is. And I'm willing to kiss it. Got you all in my bed, pulling off your Victoria's Secret. So let's turn it up a notch, let's act like black is all you got. Walk around black stilettos on, black room with black lights on. I'ma get it till we black out, baby, gone. I'ma get this love to your body more. And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on, black panties, yeah. Ladies, if they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what girls may do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night. Back and forth, lick it all night. Have you all just get populated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it. But still you want it. It's time to wake up, ladies. Wake up, wake up, wake up, yeah.
RSKO soon. Yeah. Say what up. Yeah. What the games we sold, not told, words to Levi. Fuck the other side and fuck your opinion unless it's big by. Brooke, boy, needs to leave your Nikki, keep the 9 tuck. Blind Fox, Mama Mary said you can go fuck a duck. Anybody follow when they bullshit, I ain't surprised. Bullshit stinks, so does the enterprise. Sorry for cussing Georgia girl, surely forgive me. But Linda, respectfully, I be watching like this lady G. We don't fuck with baby killing niggas, watching F niggas, old cold niggas, Don Russell supporting ass niggas. We don't fuck with unfit, drunk bitches, one pep smear bitches, or to be determined bitches. Y'all won't beat, that's why we prima donna patient. Fantasia light a candle, me and Virgo smoking trees. Willie salute, I know EJ up in the G. What up, caramel and face, I can't forget about my lips. The dream team really be the squad. The other team really is the fraud. I say the dream team really be the squad. The other team really is the fraud. If we don't joke, we choke, and middle finger to the P.I. B.I.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
Say it louder, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Start off so, then I'ma beat it up.
Yeah. Once upon a time, not long ago, as a little boy would sit on the porch and talk to my mother. How many of you talk to your mother sometime? We would talk about how I was gonna be famous one day, how I was gonna be real famous and buy houses, cars, and do a lot of sweet things for her. And oh, I remember those days, and I'll never forget it. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at me now, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I was born, yeah. Oh, I was born. I was born by the river in a little tent. But oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there beyond those skies. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown, and all I can hear them telling me is, boy, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Listen, then I go to my brother with my hand held out like this, and I say to my brother, I say, brother, help me please. But all he keep doing is knocking me back down on my knees. There were times when I thought that I wasn't gonna last too long. But by the grace of God, I could stand on my 2 feet and look up. Carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Can I say it again? It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. If you believe it, say yeah, say yeah. It's been a long change gonna come. Listen, one day we're gonna look up, there will be a black president. Long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Yeah, I believe it. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? One day, change is gonna come. Somebody say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. Oh, one day, yeah, I believe that. One day, change is gonna come. Yes, it will. One day, somebody look at somebody and tell them that. One day, change is gonna come. Hey! Yeah! One day, I know change is gonna come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Good morning, Dream Team. What up? What up, y'all? Jesus Christ. That song by R. Kelly is one of the favorites from everybody. No change gonna come. Yo, but I got a bone to pick with Prima Donna, man. Look, I said everybody go over there, right? And Prima put up a what was that? She put up a premiere. I was like, damn. But that premiere was so short and so powerful, though. It probably went over a lot of people's heads. But what was being said in that premiere is a lot of the stuff of why they trying to get rid of Jaguar, right? But we'll talk about that on a later date. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about some R. Kelly stuff. We're gonna talk about the BOP is in such a disarray. So I think since the BOP is in disarray, they have no other choice but to give R. Kelly his transparency. And what I mean by that is simply that when you give transparency to somebody, you have to give them who did what to them, who accessed what to hurt them. You know what I mean? Prima says short and straight to the message. Yep. So I just look at it, man. I'm not putting my hands in that, Judah. Some battles you can't get into. I am not putting my hands in Jaguar right stuff, man. Hell no. So the BOP, let's just say, I listen to other people talk and they say, well, you know, R. Kelly did this and he knew this and this and this and they wouldn't do this. Look, if everybody was the same, it wouldn't be a place for a world, would it? If everybody was the same, why would we be needing to be called a race or a species or a world, period? Because if everybody can think the same, everybody can move the same, then guess what? They all robots. However, hold on, y'all. My bad. That was my barber that called me. Y'all know the one that y'all seen on live. Oh, with me and Toya. Oh, by the way, the Dana J. Toya Show will be back next week. It will be back next week. So y'all got another week to chill. So y'all had 3 weeks to chill. Now next week we're gonna knock it out. However, at the end of the day, man, the BOP, what I was saying is the BOP have to give transparency to Roberts versus Kelly. If you ain't gonna do that, then guess what? All type of hell should happen to the BOP. So all of a sudden, let's listen. Outgoing Federal Bureau of Prisons Director Carrigill subpoenaed by Senate subcommittee, right? The Federal Bureau of Prisons, BOP, is in disarray. Relations between management and labor. Oh, we read that yesterday. Let's get down to the part that we didn't read. Read that. Okay. In April 2020, Carrigill was directed by then Attorney General William Barr to move many medically vulnerable inmates who had underlying health conditions out of harm's way by placing them on home confinement under the CARES Act. The CARES Act declared emergency situations in prisons that called for depopulating them to make more room for prisoners and staff to social distance. Those who could participate in the program represented minimum security inmates. Carrigill misled Congress by inflating his use of the program by stating that as many as 37,000 prisoners had been released when in fact it was around 5,000. According to the BOP's own website, the federal prison population has increased since the CARES Act went into place. So that means what's really going on is that both sides are doing a lot of lying. And Robert couldn't get the CARES Act because of the lies that the BOP and that the feds put on him, talking about he's a danger to the community and this and this. And we all know that's not true. We all know that's not true. We all know it's not true. So if the BOP can't tell the truth about their own numbers and they misleading Congress, what makes you think that they wouldn't mislead the public? If you notice, they had R. Kelly and they on their radar ever since he won his 2008 trial. Okay, and we've seen a lot of things happen, and we've seen Jack Palladino get killed. We also realized that the two men accused of killing Jack Palladino got off. Make this make sense. You kill a prominent man that was a private investigator, that was a law-abiding citizen, as they say, that was a upholder of the law, and you get him killed, or he gets killed, let's put it like that. Then he gets killed just in time for the R. Kelly trial. Then, when the R. Kelly trials are over, all three, the two young men accused of it, killing Jack Palladino, has been set free. Now, I'm lost about something, because we still haven't talked about Linda Minch and how she was egregiously taken out. Once again, right before the R. Kelly trial. Then after the trials are over, everything is dead and died down. And as I look in the chat, I see some comments, and Prima say, not to mention the commotion about the inmate trust funds. Never mind how we see them aggressively target R. Kelly's facts. But they only targeted R. Kelly's trust fund because a BOP officer contacted the feds about it. Stop. How is it that a BOP judicial officer, which is like a judge, like Robert said, how is it that a BOP judicial officer accessed the emails and sent it to Tasha K, and the government want to keep that silent? But they want to put Tasha K name out there after they talk to her. What kind of deal did Tasha K strike with the government? Because she came out and told you that she helped aid in putting R. Kelly away. You seen Larry McGee come out and say, this is going on. And then you heard him say, well, I'll send that over to Angel Cruel real quick. But then you see the government cover up the conversations between Larry McGee and Angel Cruel. You got to understand that Tim Savage, right-hand girl, wasn't Tasha K. Tim Savage, right-hand girl, was Kim Fox. Kim Fox operating tentacles. Operated to Jim Daryagas, Sparkle, not Rashona, but Geronda Pace, Michael Avenatti, and some BOP officers, and the government worker, I guess the lady that was for the feds. Let's make this make sense. Then you come back and R. Kelly gets all this stuff put into his commissary, right? The money was sitting there for a while, but then it pops up a BOP officer has alerted the feds that R. Kelly got such and such and such in his commissary. My question is, why is people keeping tabs on R. Kelly? What is the big secret and the silent of R. Kelly? My question is, why is he such a threat? Why is he such a threat? Why is R. Kelly such a threat? What is it that R. Kelly possesses that what is it that Robert Kelly possesses that the government and the powers that be want to keep locked up? So they want to make Robert Kelly the same persona as R. Kelly. I keep telling y'all, this is deeper than what most people think it is. Hey, Sonny B. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Sonny B, you absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. And I see it. So it says the U.S. Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, PSI, announced that Carvajal has been subpoenaed to testify at a July 26th subcommittee hearing investigating corruption, abuse, and misconduct. Wait a minute. Somebody else on his YouTube street said that they was speaking at one of these engagements. I ain't gonna get that person no shine. I ain't gonna get that person no clout. But I'm gonna say the fake PI did say that he do this, right? As we read, more and more stuff jumps out that the PI has said that he do and he's partners with. So the more that we read, the more jumps out. Because he did say that he was investigating corruption, abuse, and misconduct up in Mount Vernon, right? Including the jails and the police officers, right? So if the PSI, the Permanent Subcommittee of Investigations, if they subpoenaed Carvajal, who was the head of BOP, what makes you think that they wouldn't place a peon in R. Kelly's travels to make sure he stagnated? I mean, just look at it. But then it goes on to say, at U.S. Penitentiary Atlanta. So they're having a hearing at the penitentiary here in Atlanta, which is approximately 12 minutes from where I live at. An article appeared here in December 2021 presenting a leak report on USP Atlanta, a facility that is temporarily closed due to facility repairs, mismanagement, and corruption. So, wait a minute. I should call one of my homegirls that work there. I wonder if they still got to go to work if it's closed. A string of prisoner suicides also plagued the institution, leading to its closing to reboot operations that had hobbled along on broken cameras, open spaces and fences, leaking ceilings, broken sewer pipes, and morale among staff that had hit rock bottom. It is unusual to have the excellent BOP director called before a Senate committee. Carvajal will soon be replaced by Colette Peters, who is a BOP outsider, coming to the agency from the Oregon Department of Corrections. Senator Dick Durbin welcomed Peters' appointment and could not resist kicking Carvajal on the way out the door by releasing a statement. It's no secret that BOP has been plagued by misconduct. One investigation after another has revealed a culture of abuse, mismanagement, corruption, torture, and death that reaches to the highest levels. In light of those reports, I called for former BOP Director Michael Carvajal's resignation last November, so it was welcome news when 6 weeks later he announced his resignation. Stop. So if it's no secret that the BOP has been plagued by misconduct, one investigation after another, and it revealed culture of abuse, mismanagement, corruption, torture. And I'm going to stop there. Didn't R. Kelly experience all of those in the within the BOP? So if the PSI can get transparency, why can't R. Kelly get transparency and he endured this? The PSI just had to deal with it. It's a difference. When you have to deal with it, that's one thing. But when you endure this, that's another. So Why can't R. Kelly get the officers that did it? Why can't he get the names of the officers that did it? Then it says Carvajal has led an elusive agency under his tenure, reluctant to disclose answers to Congress. Numerous requests for information sent to Carvajal were either ignored or the answers were meaningless because of their delinquency. Stop. Now we get it. PSI Chair John Ossoff, you are in my state. I think it's time John Ossoff gets some letters regarding the BOP. So PSI Chair John Ossoff, I love it. I know where his office is directly, issued the subpoena on Thursday, July the 14th, joined by ranking member Ron Johnson. After PSI requested repeatedly, wait a minute, and Ron Johnson is in Wisconsin. Oh, okay, this is getting easier by the day. After PSI requested repeatedly to hear testimony from Director Carvajal dating back to spring 2022, and after the Department of Justice refused to make Director Carvajal voluntarily available to testify. Wait a minute. And after the DOJ refused, now that makes sense. If you can refuse Congress, if you can refuse state electors or selectors, then what makes you think you won't refuse Jennifer Bonjean? What makes you think, or what makes us think that you won't refuse Jennifer Bonjean? Then also said in a statement, Chair Ossoff and Ranking Member Johnson said, to date, the subcommittee has been provided no legal basis that would prevent Director Carvajal's testimony before the subcommittee, and the Department of Justice continues to refuse to make him available to testify. So, if this is not a setup, then what it is? Now, he said, follow me on, Walter Pavelo said, follow him on LinkedIn. I surely will. I surely will. And he said he founded Prisonology, an expert network firm of retired Bureau of Prisons professionals, to work with the defendants and criminal defense lawyers on federal prison issues. In early 2000s, I was convicted of money laundering, wire fraud, and obstruction of justice and spent time in prison. Ooh, shit. So you got a former prisoner that's coming back and doing reform. Hold on. Let's see something. Okay. Prisonology. Yep. I need to hold on, y'all, because I'm looking at something right now. I need to, let's see what you are on Twitter. I need to follow you on Twitter. Okay. All right. Got him. I will be reaching out to this guy. I will be reaching out to this guy because there's some things I need to know. Some things I wonder if he can help Ms. Bonjean with in this fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly, because if he was convicted and he won and he did his thing, then there's no reason why he shouldn't reach back to help another fellow person that has been falsely accused and compiled against in court. Walter PV. See if this is it. No, this ain't him. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. What the heck? On Twitter. Oh, that's why. Got him. I will be sending him a message today. Actually, right now. Hold on. Okay. All right. I did that. So cool. Walter Pavlo. I'm gonna research this guy and finish doing what I was doing when it comes to him. And we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So with that being said, I want to look at some legislators from I want to look at some Wisconsin legislations that that comes up. So it says these are for robbery and official misconduct. This covers everything. Again, I can send it treason and disloyal acts. I can send it to you and everything. Wow. So wait a minute. Intentionally dangerous. So whoever sent me this, I forgot who it was. They skipped something. So if Ms. Bonjean or if anybody talked to Ms. Bonjean, right, they can be hit. I mean, you can ask her if y'all talk to her. But under subchapter 1, for treason and disloyal acts, the BOP officer chairperson can be hit with sabotage 946.02 And it says, whoever does any of the following is guilty of a class F felony. Intentionally damages, interferes with, or tampers with any property with reasonable grounds to believe that his or her act will hinder, delay, or interfere with the prosecution of war or other military action or the preparation for defense, war, or other military action by the United States or its allies, or intentionally makes a defective article or on inspection omits to note any defect in an article with reasonable grounds to believe that such article is intended to be used in the prosecution of war or other military action or the preparation for defense, war, or other military action by the United States or its allies. So hold on. Then it says, nothing in this section shall be construed or construed to impair, curtail, or destroy the rights of employees and their representatives to self-organization, to form, join, or assist labor organizations, to strike, to bargain collectively through representatives of their own choosing, or to engage in lawful concerted activities for the purpose of collective bargaining or other mutual aid or protection under any state or federal statutes regarding labor regulations. Stop. So didn't that BOP officer intentionally interfere with Robert Sylvester Kelly case? Didn't she intentionally tamper with the property of the BOP to send out Robert Sylvester Kelly personal stuff? And don't we believe with reasonable grounds that her or his act did hinder R. Kelly from being set free? I'm just saying. It's so much under here. Look, private interest in public contract prohibited. Any public officer or public employee who does any of the following is guilty of a class I felony. I mean, it's so much in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find what I undid. Right here. A, in the officer's or employee's private capacity, negotiates or bids for or enters into a contract in which the officer or employee has a private pecuniary interest. Storm Monroe did say the lady was a Tasha K fan, right? And her interest had to be to see Robert Kelly get locked up, right? Or to see Tasha K with some type of commentary that can flip Azriel, right? Hey, I'm just telling you. This is some of the stuff that I look at daily, that I study daily. And I'm just trying to show people like we can fight back. We don't got to lay down and fight back. Now, as they say, the BOP director has plans to retire. How ironic, do the BOP director got plans to retire, but then also the BOP judiciary officer retired. And all of this happens after the trials or in the midst of the trials of R. Kelly. Now, William Barr put this out here. After 25 years of government service, Deputy Director Gene Beasley has announced his retirement from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, effective May 31st, 2022. As the Deputy Director, Mr. Beasley provides executive direction over the operations of 122 Bureau of Prison Facilities, 6 regional offices, 2 staff training centers, 4 contract facilities, and 22 residential reentry management offices, with oversight and management of over 36,000 staff and 150,000 inmates. Mr. Beasley was appointed by Deputy Director during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic and emerging civil unrest throughout many parts of the nation. His vast experience in field operations and human resource management, as well as labor management relations, has been paramount in moving the agency forward as a result of taking aggressive actions to address staffing shortages and build relationships with the Bureau of Prisons National Union. He has been an advocate of labor management relations throughout his career. He spearheaded labor management alliances for the common good of all staff. He cut exhaustive hours from traditional methods of labor management collaborations, resulting in the adoption of an amended 5-year master agreement. In addition, Deputy Director Beasley oversaw the development of innovative staff strategies, the utilization of incentives, and the implementation of out-the-box initiatives with proven outcomes in recruitment and retention of staff. He advocated for staff training and reinstated an enhanced employee development program. I sincerely thank Gene for his service to the Bureau of Prisons. During his career, he has made an indelible mark on this agency. His extensive operational knowledge and experience, coupled with his common sense, problem solving ability, and highly adept labor management relations, have made the agency better for everyone. He is a true leader, and there is no one who cares more about staff or works harder to move this agency forward than Gene. His significant contributions will forever shape this agency, said Director Carvajal. Mr. Beasley began his career with the Bureau in 1997 as a correctional officer at USP Marion. He served in positions of increasing responsibility, including personal assistant, human resource specialist, lead human resource specialist, human resource management, executive assistant, regional human resource administrator for the Southeast region, associate warden, deputy regional director for the South Central region, complex warden at FCI Forest City and USP Allenwood, and regional director for the Western region. He was appointed by Deputy Director of the Bureau of Prisons on June the 5th, 2020 by Attorney General William P. Barr. So with that being said, he going out, right? So with him going out, here's my next question. With him going out, who can subpoena him to give an outline of what a BOP chair officer should do and should not do? Nobody else but him. See, the way I think out the box. When it comes to doing PI work, I go talk to the head people. I get them lined up first, and I get what they say lined up, and then I come back and I give a totally outline to the lawyer. Then I let the lawyer do their work. See, every hand washes the other when you defending somebody. And when you lag somewhere, guess what? Everybody lag. When you lag somewhere, everybody lag. So if everybody lagging, then guess what? Let's go there. I thank you for sending me this. I will take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. This is interesting. 2021 Wisconsin State Representatives. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you so much for sending me that. Appreciate it. So at the end of the day, what do we have here? We have a clusterfuck that we have to unwind. How do you unwind it? You go back up that totem pole and figure out who's what, who did what, and then we will find the correct BOP officer or BOPA. Somebody have to tell. Somebody knows something. Because you can't do something without somebody else knowing something. Somebody's hands got washed. My thing is, why wash hands? And I've talked about this. I've talked about this, I don't know how many times. Like, what was I looking up? I was looking up something. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to tell you. Hold on. Hold on. There's something I was looking at. Let me see. Was it Jennifer? Hold on. Something. Let's see. 4-8. No, that's 4-8 is that one. It's a pre-sentence report. Yeah, this is the pre-sentence report as well. NDIL, let's see, no, the 7. I got Willie Jones, massive Jim. No, hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look and see if I can pull this up. That's the one with Jack Palladino. Okay, that's the jury instructions. Okay. I don't know why I did this in the first place. 4, 2, 10, 6, 57, 8. No, not that one. Defense funds. Okay. You know, this really works. Hold on. This is what I needed right there. Hold on. I found it. Hold on. I believe. Hold on. Hold on. 5, 8, 118. Is this it? Yup. Right here. 118. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something real quick. Okay, here it is. Here it is. This is what I want to show y'all. This is exactly what I needed. All right. Here we go. Here's what I needed. Let's see. Let's go. Let's activate Jennifer Bonjean. Okay. We're going to activate Jennifer Bonjean, okay? Here we go. It says U.S. versus Robert Kelly, 19 CR 286 AMD, Counsel. After this article was published today, and it got the link, the BOP confiscated the majority of Mr. Kelly's funds, trust funds, today with no notice to him and without any court order. As you know, the Eastern District New York judgment is on appeal before the Second Circuit. Please advise whether you have any information regarding what authority exists that allowed the BOP to confiscate this money. Where did the money go? Was a receipt provided to my client? Please provide any information available about the taking of Mr. Kelly funds without even any notice. More importantly, I want to lodge a formal complaint against the BOP because I have learned that a BOP correctional officer unlawfully accessed Mr. Kelly's trust account again. Here we go. That goes back to what I told y'all. Accessed Mr. Kelly's trust account again and shared that information with this journalist. As you know, there was already an investigation into a BOP officer who unlawfully accessed private information from Mr. Kelly while he was housed at the MCC and shared that information with a YouTuber who published the information to the public. This is a federal crime, as I'm sure you must recognize. This needs to be addressed. Please advise who is responsible for taking this complaint. A prompt response will be appreciated. Under his eye, Jennifer Bonjean. Now watch this. Have y'all heard anything about that? I haven't. I just heard it go quiet. And because Bonjean is swamped with stuff, I believe they think that, she shouldn't come back and verify nothing, right? But watch this. Here's the application affidavit for a search warrant, right? Here's the affidavit of it. And the matter of the search of, here's the case number, the HP desktop computer bearing serial number 2UA8480JG51506, further described in attachment A. Stop. Why is only this computer the basis of a search warrant? Why couldn't they amend this search warrant and find out who accessed his trust account in the jail? They could have did that. Hey, darling, they could have amended this and added to his other searches. But they didn't do that. Now watch this. If this is a search warrant out of the Northern District of Illinois, right? How can you go search the BOPA computer, which is in Wisconsin? So if you go search that computer, which allegedly is supposed to be this one right here, what about the other computers that the other officers have access from? Answer this question. What about the other computers that the other 56 or 65, whatever number it was, officers accessed his information from? Why only one computer? But let's get this straight. It says Matt Lowe's, a special agent of the Department of Justice, Office of the Inspector General, requests a search warrant and state under penalty of perjury that I have reason to believe that on the following property or premises, see attachment A, located in the Northern District of Illinois, there is now concealed. The basis for the search under Fed Crim P 41C is evidence and instrumentalities. The search is related to violation of Code Section Title 18, United States Code Section 1030 A2 and B. Okay, that's cool. You put this on there to make it seem like you doing something, right? But remember, it's only one computer. But we have damn near 56 to 57 computers that was used. So why only use one? Okay, let's finish. Are you signed that? And you Matt Lowe's given who he is? Watch this. They talk about Tasha K. Okay. Talking about Tasha K. Talking about Tasha K. That about her being a plug. Video is contained at an inmate's A's email. Oh, let's go here. Let's start right here. I reviewed a YouTube video posted by blogger Tasha K on December 22nd, 2019, titled Inmate A's Released Emails Proves He Can't Read or Write. The video is publicly available at https, the Tasha K joint, okay. The 1 minute and 40-second minute mark of the video, Tasha K states that she has exclusive messages involving inmate A, which is R. Kelly. Tasha K then proceeds to scroll through her phone and read portions of verbatim language of the email messages between inmate A and another person. Tasha K states that the dates of the emails are November 11, 2019 and November 14, 2019. I have reviewed inmate A's email communications, which are housed on the TrueView system. And the information that Tasha K reads during the video is contained in inmate A's email communications. The verbatim passages that Tasha K reads are the email communications themselves that are housed on the TrueView system. I have also reviewed email communications that Officer A sent or received from Officer A's official BOP email address. These emails exist on the BOP network, and BOP provided law enforcement with the emails. On November, and BOP provided law enforcement with the emails. Stop. Here's the flag that I'm having, right? If the BOP is the high-ranking officials, right? Follow me on this. If the BOP is the high-ranking officials, right? That means law enforcement have to be under them. Why would you provide law enforcement with the emails and not the feds? Y'all use the feds to come get Robert, but y'all want to try to use law enforcement to talk to Tasha K. Make this make sense. This is not an underclass situation. Then you say on November 13, 2019, Officer A sent an email from her official BOP email address to a Gmail address. The Gmail address bears Officer A's first initial and last name and appears to be her personal email address. Stop. Why couldn't you provide that? You provided stuff with R. Kelly. So why can't you provide that about Officer A? So now, with them saying the Gmail address bears Officer A's first initial and last name, Jennifer, and then it says, and appears to be her personal email address, Jennifer Bonjean have the right to have access to all of that. That is now Brady material. That now falls under Brady material. Why? Because these emails were used as weapons against Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then it says the email contained an attachment named scan001. The only way you can get that scan thing is if you scan. Matter of fact, you personally have to put something in a scanner and then scan it to your desktop. And it pops up scan_001 if you don't name it and before you send it. So she didn't name it, but the attachment is 12 pages long and contains MAA's records from the TrueView system. So now here's the problem. Not only did she access it, right? Not only did Officer A access it, she printed it out, took it home, and then scanned it to her computer. So now it now becomes contraband. Because now you print something out from the jail, take it out the jail, then take it home, scan it to your computer, scan it to your email, send it to your email. Yo, that's a character misjustice. That's a mischaracter of justice. Make this make sense. Then it says the first 4 pages of the email attachment appear to be scans of printouts of inmates A visitor logs. Oh my God, bro. The corner of each page has been ripped away or obscured in the scanning process. I wonder why. Because at the corner, it have a serial number. And they didn't want the serial number to go back to them, and they knew they being covered by somebody. My question is this. Is the BOP working hand in hand with Ann Donnelly? See, I don't mind reaching for the stars and shooting for the moon. Is the BOP working with Ann Donnelly and the office out of New York just so they can get a conviction? Why do you need visitor logs? I'll tell you why. So they can go and press up on the people that's visiting Rob and talk trash and manipulate and scare those people to not testifying, right? But I'm going to give you something deeper. That's one avenue. I'm going to give you another something deeper. If the PI went to go visit Robert, which he say he did, if the PI went to go visit Robert in jail, then guess what? Don't you think they could have been keeping tabs on what he say to Robert and what he don't say to Robert? Don't you think they keeping tabs of, nigga, don't go too far. Don't play. I'm just giving you avenues that's there. I'm not saying that it's factual, but I'm giving you avenues of what can be played out. Because for him to say he reads Robert's mail and he intercepts Robert's mail. What up, J-Rock? You can only do that is if you put in place by somebody higher. So my question is, yeah, Trent might have introduced you and brought you in, but who put you in Trent path for you to be discovered? Here's the thing. You never crossed my path. I find that kind of weird. You never crossed my path until you mysteriously called me about the dollar for the king, about the R. Kelly Defense Fund. But your wife always been in people chats. Well, here's my thing. Who sent your wife to those people? Because those people wasn't making no noise. And let me correct something that Trent said. I was the first wave of people out here. I was the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. Let's get it correct. Without me, you don't have a Larry McGee. You still probably have the Masked Man. Why do you say that, Dana? Because without me going at Angelo, Larry wouldn't have been needed. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take a step back. Let me pause for a second. Larry was sent by somebody too. The question is who? So all these people saying that they was this, they was that, that's fine. Y'all can do y'all thing. I'm not even on that no more. I don't care about that. What I care about is how can the BOP officer A get away with this? And if they doing R. Kelly like this, how many others have they done like this? Let's keep it a buck. And why would you rip the page off of the corners? I think Ms. Bonjean need to get the head of the BOP in court. If this going to be a fight, this going to be a dog fight. Then it says page 5 of the attachment contains MAA's funding log. That's how she was able to tell that Rashona Landfair was putting money on Rob books. Now, Tasha K talking about, I can't give up my sources. Well, in a case like this, let's see how many pages. 12 pages? Each page is 5 years in jail with no parole. 5 times 12 is what? 5 and 2 is 10, 0, 1. 5, that's 60 years with no parole. We need to know who the BOP officer A is. Because this is a violation of an inmate. And when an inmate is locked up under federal facility, their job is to protect that inmate at all costs. And they fail to do that. Okay? So the subject computer is owned by BOP. This don't make sense now. Now that we know that she's printing them from the BOP computer and taking them home and then uploading it, ask yourself this question. Would it make any sense to confiscate that computer and not put details out? Hey, Judah, at this point, I wouldn't rule nobody out. Everybody is suspect. But this what got me. They even have a warning banner on here. And it says, by accessing and using this computer, you are consenting to such monitoring and information retrieval for law enforcement and other purposes. Users should have no expectation of privacy as to any communication on or information stored within the system, including information stored on the network and stored locally on the hard drive or other media in use with this unit, e.g. floppy disks, CD-ROMs, etc. Now, this is what they're going to try to use against Robert Kelly, right? But ask yourself this question. Who asked the government to monitor who comes and see Robert Kelly or anything dealing with Robert Kelly anyway? So it still falls back on BOP. Because even though you put a warning banner there, you are still responsible. Because you haven't protected his privacy. Right? And on top of that, if it's consenting to monitoring and information and retrieval, why haven't y'all monitored that? Why did y'all allow that to go on? But I'm gonna tell you what really got me. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it. You see attachment A, right? This is called the hard drive. So they took the hard drive, right? Okay. They talk about the hard drive. But if you look at a computer have different components. And the hard drive is normally the E drive or it's either the E drive or the F drive, right? What about when you print out information? They never talked about the cloud. HP is Hewlett Packard. They deal with a cloud. That's how I was able to get stuff off of my HP. And that's how the feds was able to look into my HP because of the cloud. But you never see them mention them going into the cloud to get anything off the computer hard drive or the computer period. Okay. List of items to be seized. Watch this. All information, including documents, communications, and other items related to MAA, any of MAA's associates, Tasha K, or Unwind with Tasha K. Stop. Why do you need all information, including documents, communications, and other items related to MAA, and when MAA is a victim? Make this make sense. Right, Lexington Wren? That's stealing. Thank you. Thank you. That's stealing. Exactly. Now you're getting where I'm getting to. So if it's that easy to steal from your job, how is she able to retire? Because that's an infraction. You can't retire with an infraction. D Money said normally C drive. Facts. But HP don't have C drives. Their C drives will come up as a floppy disk on HPs. That's the all-in-ones. So why do you need information on any of MAA's associates? Make this make sense. If this is about BOP Officer A and Tasha K. Why do you need MAA's associates and all documents and communication and regarding MAA? Make this make sense. Then you say all information related to any relationship or interaction between Officer A and the blogger known as Tasha K or Unwind with Tasha K. Stop. Shouldn't this be in the first part? And shouldn't anything related to MAA be taken out? Or shouldn't any of MAA's associates be taken out? And because he don't have nobody that he associate with that's an officer. So why do you need any of MAA associates? Hey, Queen J, make this make sense. All information related to internet history, websites visited, and internet searches that relate to MAA, any of MAA's associates, Tasha K or Unwind with Tasha K. Why would BOP officers be looking up MAA's associates? Who's given a directive to do so? And what was the motive behind it, and how much financial backing did they get compensated with? I'm just asking questions. Hey, y'all, can I get 40 more likes? I appreciate it. All information related to BOP's code of conduct or computer rules of behavior. You should already have this in a manual. All information related to Officer A's access of the TrueView system. Items related to all names and contact information stored on the computer, including any electronically stored address, books, or contact lists. Why do you need all that? You know what, Dark? You and Lexington Wren ain't playing today. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head. So since Doc done gave to y'all the short way, what I was doing the long way, let's go here. This should be the most craziest one. All information related to any financial transactions or discussions of such transactions between Officer A and the blogger known as Tasha K. Right? Okay. So you get an addendum to attachment B. You get that, right? Okay. So here's the search and seizure warrant. Why is the return slip empty? And this is the reason why they're not given an explanation, because they did all of that just for it to come up empty. Hey, Angela. Just for it to come up empty. They did all of that just for it to come up empty. Ask yourself, why? These are questions that you got to ask yourself. Do it make sense? Do it make sense at all? Because it don't make sense to me. There's nothing. You don't have an executing officer's signature. You don't have a date. You don't got a name or title. You don't have the inventory of property taken. You don't have none of that. So if all of this, if you do this warrant right here, right? And all of this was to be taken, why none of this is filled out? I'm just asking a question for a friend. I'm just asking this for a friend. I'm just asking this for a friend. This is the description. This is when the computer was first brought. This is what it should look like, right? This is what the hard drive should look like. That's when they first got it. So if all of this is to be seized, all of that, right? Then why is it empty? And you don't see none of these nowhere in the paperwork. You don't see none of this nowhere in the paperwork. I wonder why. I get into that later. I get back on that later. But I'm just saying, I don't want to burn you out, but this is stuff that we need to really pay attention to. So while we making noise on the internet and why PIs investigate or wannabe PIs is trying to investigate me, those are things that need to be investigated. Now, I done sent the bones where they need to be. Let's see if the PI look at it. Hold on. Yo, my uncle crazy as I don't know what. My uncle crazy. So like I was saying, it's too many things that we can be dealing with other than going back and forth with the inconsistencies and the crazies of the internet. everybody that want to have a place somewhere, let them people do what they do. We got work to do. And as long as we are doing the work and uncovering things and breaking things down and making it easier for the real defense team, which is Miss Bonjean, Miss Jennifer Bonjean and her law group, as long as we breaking it down and making it easier for them, then we don't care about nobody else. Hell with them other people. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with this. All right, I'll be back later on, and we're going to talk about the lies of the friends that's supposed to have been donating many monies to the defense fund. All right, we up out of here. Love every last one of y'all. DanaJay gone. All right, peace.
You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
You are supporting a pedophile.
Nothing good about me. I'm just a child molester. The devil.
Shut him down. Oh!
Come on, guys. As long as my breath is going in and out, you know, I try to, even when I get ready to complain, I think about that and I say, you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing. I just breathe, baby. I breathe on these niggas, you heard me? 20-some women trapped in my house in the basement in Atlanta. Well, first of all, my house in Atlanta doesn't even have a fucking basement.
This is my story.
The only thing I could do is say what's real and say what's on my heart and give it to y'all like y'all want it. You want the truth. You ain't even got an education. You didn't even graduate from high school. You don't even really read, you know, and all of this old shit they told me. And I started believing that shit, man. And just something in me kept calling and shit. My heart was pumping this shit. It was pumping this shit. Hey fans, how y'all doing? It's your boy Kels. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me for the last 30 years of my career. I'm very appreciative of that, and just you guys have kept me humble, kept me grounded, and kept me putting out this music for you guys. You guys inspired me to do it, so I'm gonna do it until you say don't do it no more. Don't say that though. If I met your daughter and I took your daughter out and she was of age, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Everybody, put your hands to the sky.
You ain't got no money? Shit. Sue R. Kelly.
Mute R. Kelly.
You are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress.
I know y'all know that shit is ridiculous, but the crazy shit is motherfuckers, stupid motherfuckers want to believe this shit.
This shouldn't be happening.
Every level, there's another devil. Whoever you are right now looking at me in my eyes, look in my fucking eyes, okay? I don't give a fuck about this fame shit. I'm a real motherfucker. My main goal is to unconfuse the world about R. Kelly. I'm ready, yeah. I'm ready, yeah. I'm ready to say what I feel. Keep it real. Say what I feel. You don't know me. You ain't never been in my house. You ain't never been in my bedroom. So you cannot judge me.